Welcome to Kirstin and Beau's Backcountry Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you my Hippie Tacos specialty. I wish that I could claim this recipe as my own, but I actually learned it from my dear friend and employee, Tiffany Cooper. She does this for her guests on our trips, on our Llama guided backpacking trips. So they are called Hippie Tacos, honestly, because all of the food I'm about to use, Beau used to think was hippie food, and now he loves it. But that's how it came up. It had lots of names before that. The last one that I remember was ABC Tacos. It stands for avocados, beans, and chicken. So you can call them whatever you want. We just call them Hippie Tacos because it's easiest. So let's begin. The first thing that you want to do is you want to check out one of these salad mixes. They're made by Dole, and I use one of these two typically, but you can use any salad mix that you find and like the dressing in. So today we're going to use the Southwest salad mix. And you guys, it's so easy. You're gonna pop this open, and inside of it is a little packet of all the ingredients that you need, and then we're just gonna add a couple more things. So we're gonna take a gallon-sized Ziploc. I always peel back the top so that it doesn't get yucky when I put everything into it. I open that up, and I'm gonna just dump all of the salad into it. And I'm gonna open up all three of these little packets and put everything inside. Easier said than done though, right? Because usually you're in the backcountry and you don't have a nice flat kitchen countertop to use. So we're kind of pampered here today. But it is nice because there's a lot fewer dishes in the backcountry. So sometimes I leave these out. They're little crispy chips. If you're gonna be eating it immediately, it's fun to put them in. If you know you're gonna have leftovers, then sometimes I put them on top instead. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna put those on top. Then we're gonna cut this dressing open and we're gonna put in all of it. If you have a great big group, at this point, I would add spinach. So if you're feeding more than 5, if you have somewhere between 5 and 10, so you just need like half of an amount more, then I put in a bag of spinach, or as much as I can fit into this Ziploc. If I'm feeding 10 or more, then I will do 2 bags, and they actually make Ziplocs in a 2-gallon size. So then I just use the bigger Ziploc, throw 2 packages of this lettuce mix in, plus a bag of spinach sometimes, if you have closer to 15. All right, so now that we've got that in there, we're gonna add our other ingredients. So I always use half an avocado for 1 bag, no spinach, whole avocado if I put spinach in it. So we're gonna just cut this open. I always go right dead center, and you can take your knife. That one's a really stubborn one. Twist the pit out. And then I just dice it while it's in the peel. Then you can literally just take it, squeeze the whole thing in. So the next thing that we're gonna add is salsa. You can use any variety of salsa that you want. Medium, mild, hot, green, red, it doesn't matter. So today we're gonna use this green salsa, and with only just using a packet of the salad, I'm gonna put in probably half a jar. And this is a medium jalapeno verde salsa. Sounded crazy at the store. I always buy the weird ones that I can find because I like this salad to taste a little different every time I make it. So we've got our salsa in. Then we're gonna add in some tomatoes. These are optional. If you guys like tomatoes, throw them in. If you don't, leave them out. Other optional things would be goat cheese, corn. You can put in coleslaw or pretty much anything you have left over. If you have veggies like carrots, broccoli, if you have shredded cheese, you can throw that in there. So I actually do have some shredded cheese, which I'm gonna use to top it with. So I'm gonna just put in a handful, some cheese in there. And then we're gonna cut up these tomatoes. And, giant mess here. So with my tomatoes, I usually just cut them in thirds, make them big enough that people can pick them out if they don't like it. A lot of the time I'm serving little kids when I'm making these, and most kids don't like tomatoes, including me. So we're gonna cut up some of those and put in there. I don't like them, so I'm not gonna put in very many. And then the last thing that we're gonna do is black beans. And you can use any variety of beans, pinto, garbanzo. I've used just about everything that you can think of. And when it comes to the juice, if you like these to be really drippy wet, you can leave in a lot of the juice. I typically half drain them. When I'm in Yellowstone National Park, I don't drain them at all because you can't leave any traces of food there. So it just depends on where you're at, what you can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain out part of this. And then you just dump them in. Or the whole can, whatever. I usually do about a half a can of this for this size of recipe. Again, more people, put more in. So at this point, we're gonna just close it up and shake it. All right, and that is it, you guys. It is that easy. You just cut a couple of things, open up a bunch of bags, dump it in a Ziploc and shake. And it looks terrible, I'll be honest. It looks gross coming out of the bag, but if you have a bowl to put it in, it actually looks all right. And we're done. So things that I would put it on, these are my very favorite. If you can find them, they're Ortega Fiesta Flats, and they're perfect for like handheld, super awesome, they're yummy. Next best is these crunchy, like your regular cheap El Paso or whatever brand you like, taco shells. Another fun one is these soft tortilla bowls. And some people, if I have this combination, then you put a crunchy inside of a soft one, so when the crunchy one breaks, then it's not dripping all over because your soft one catches it. Now that we've got it all done, I have just a couple of tips to share with you guys. Number one, don't forget your can opener. It's incredibly frustrating to try to figure out how to open your can of beans, and it makes a huge difference without them. Tip number two, I usually just prepare it vegetarian, but if all of your group eats meat, then these packages of chicken are awesome to throw in there. You can leave the juice in, throw it in your bag, mix it up all at once. Otherwise, I put it on the side so that people can do it vegetarian. If you need to do it gluten-free or completely vegan, those options are available as well. And last, don't forget your hot sauce. You can use any variety that you want. We usually do Tabasco. I love this brand. I can't pronounce Hippie Tacos. Or if you want to use a Cholula or you have your favorite hot sauce, don't forget to bring that. Your guests will love it. I also always leave the rest of my salsa available for topping. And don't forget your little crunchies if you left them out as well for people to put on top. Thanks for checking us out. I hope that you enjoyed today's recipe. We'll see you next time.